Oh yeah, welcome to another edition of what were we, Mochi Cheese? Mochi Cheese. Mochi Cheese
Ah,
Takoyaki
so
Party.
good.
Shut up, you never had Mochi Cheese Takoyaki. Oh dude, so like, um, apparently, my good buddy Andy doesn't really like takoyaki, right? But he always eats it when he goes to Osaka. And so there's this one stall that's near the AKB theater. Like, I don't know why, but we usually end up eating there. Like, even with my other friends, like, we'd end up eating takoyaki. And they have, like, this flavor that is, well, they had all these flavors, right? And then, like, I would always get the regular one because I don't know any better. But then Andy's like, yo, dude, like, I want the salt one. I'm like, okay, fine, let's get the salt one. The salt one is so good. Like, no sauce. It's just, like, salt and then, like, I don't know, I don't
Has
remember
like
if there's...
extra salt on it, or like?
Well, instead of, like, using, like, okonomiyaki sauce, they use the salt.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
It's, like,
It's not
super
like a
good.
special salt, right? It's like just a regular.
I think it was some sort of special salt because it's Japan,
Okay.
so like
So like that Himalayan pink salt, or like
yeah,
something
probably.
weird like that,
Yeah,
full of all those impurities, which makes it pink.
yeah. Like I went to this coffee shop. They were very proud of their water, and it had it up. Like we looked it up on Wikipedia. It had its own Wikipedia entry. Anyway,
So, like,
anyway, we're Mochi Cheese Takoyaki Party. I'm Osaka Joe. I'm joined by Just Julia.
what's up, guys?
We're going to talk about things. What things were we going to talk about?
We're starting off with fifth anniversary because that happened this past week on the 20th. No, yes, 20th, 21st, and 22nd.
Okay.
Some very exciting stuff happening. And then there was a Senbatsu announcement for AKB. And we will discuss later why that's relevant to this podcast about NMB, and a new subunit announcement that for AKB, but involves like the sister group members as well.
Wow, that sounds super formal. I thought you were gonna be like, yo, dude, let's just jive.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said what are we gonna talk about today, so I'm trying to structure it out.
No, that means like what we're gonna talk about that. It'd be like we're gonna talk about fifth anniversary. I'll be like, yeah, let's talk about it. Not like, well, today we will start with 15 minutes of discussion on fifth anniversary, which occurred on the dates of October 20, 21, and 22, but only for 15 minutes. Okay, whatever. All right, fifth anniversary.
We can do retake.
We're not doing retakes. I already have to edit out that part where our Skype call dropped.
Well, you could just re-edit it twice.
No, it's too much work. Fifth anniversary was great, but like, let's ask you of your impressions because one of us was there and one of us wasn't there.
Right.
Let's get the person who wasn't there. Let's get their impressions first.
Okay, well,
You saw the video, right?
not too many.
There was the GG press video, the one where
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
yeah
I saw
okay.
like clips from that. Like, you see like a few highlights, like cuts from when they did what I assume was Zetsumetsu Kudakami Shoujo. So you have like a bunch of like traditional Japanese like um activities. So you have like the girls in like kimonos, and some of them are swinging some swords around. Some of them are doing like their taiko drums.
I don't want to hear like play by play, man.
Okay,
Let's hear
you
like
were there, right? Or no, you weren't
no,
there.
no,
That
I
was
wasn't
first day.
there. That's first day. I don't know anything except what happened on third day, and I
Oh,
saw
okay.
that video too. I want to hear your impressions. Like, what did you think was cool?
My impressions. My impressions.
We could be
Hmm.
like, oh, dude. Well, I know you already did this on Twitter, but you're like, oh, dude, that fire Precaution's so hot.
Okay, so like highlights when I saw like Machu, I think like Machu and Emi Popo did Tomodachi, and I saw Machu getting all choked up with like the tears in her eyes. I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think one thing that like I just watched that video like
Hmm.
10 minutes ago while you were fumbling around with your mic. But I think one of the like I was just watching that clip and I was like, oh man, this is very like eerily similar to their SSA performance. SSA stand for Saitama Super Arena performance when they did when Machin was transferred to AKB. and
Oh yeah.
they did that one song that Achan and Takamina sing. And I was like,
Oh
man,
shoot. I
yeah,
don't remember that song. But it's like one she's like dressed in like black, one's dressed in white.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they were like laughing, and I'm like, oh, okay, like that was kind of, whatever, right? And then I watched this video, and I'm like, oh man, it looks like it, except one of them is actually leaving now.
So
Now
sad.
neither of them will be an NMB.
No. I feel like this is such a like there's like been a lot of graduations recently for like members that actually know. So it's been very frustrating. Because there's like, people that announce their graduation and then like who was one before that? Shoot, I feel terrible.
I don't know actually.
Oh my god.
All I can think of is Nana. But
Yeah, it was Nana and then oh my god, I'm a terrible person.
yeah, you
I
are.
feel like there was another one, right? Yeah, there was another one.
I don't remember. Let's just keep going
Okay, all right.
before they
Yeah, there's
expose us
that.
as frauds.
Yeah, and then I think was it like third day?
Well,
Kind of.
I thought you were gonna like the second day, right? Didn't have all that Yuri theater for you, Yuri Gekijo.
uh, my impression of that. We're still gonna talk about my first day, right? First day.
I don't know what happened first day, so like I'm just looking at the video.
Oh, meaning the GG press is like the whole like 3 days, right?
Yeah, they compressed
Yeah.
them all into that one video. I think they did chronologically though.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah. So that was like a pretty big thing. Like I heard it was an hour, like the Yuri theater.
Probably all together, right? Unless it was just like straight up. I don't remember.
I don't even. I just found out about it because like one of our Twitter friends was like just tweeting so much about it, and then like Malkyun was like freaking out because in this Yuri theater, like Sayane and Momoka play like dudes, I guess, and then there's like one part where they're both on the floor, and then
I don't think they play both dudes. I mean, it's
I
supposed
thought
to
they're
be.
both dudes.
I don't know.
No,
It's
no,
supposed to be
no.
lesbian theater,
No, but they're
whatever.
definitely both dudes because that's what I said. So I was like, oh, like this is like so like homodachi, like they're like gay ladies. And then our friend's like, no, they're actually dudes, so it's actually boil up. I'm like, wait, what? What kind of Yuri theater is
This
this?
is too complicated.
I know. Anyway, but yeah, so then so there's like a kabedon on the floor, and then like Momoka dies for like a minute. And when I say dies, it's like a figurative one. Apparently, I don't even know what the storyline is, but apparently that's what happened. Yeah.
I don't
So
want to play by play. I want your impressions. I want you to be like, oh, dude, that picture of you that Yuka done or whatever. It's like,
hmm. I think that
that was a shout
kabedon,
out to Jimmy.
the kabedon was pretty good. I saw this like really intense, like but that's kind of what a kabedon's supposed to be like, right?
I don't know. I never did one.
Or maybe,
I think I dreamt about one in the nap I took.
but were you the one doing it, or were you the one it being done to?
I
That's
don't
the
remember.
question.
It could have been that they did it to the person I had a crush on, and I was devastated. But that was just a dream, so we're okay.
Even a part of it, like you're just a person watching it happen to two other people.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
nightmare.
I remember somebody told me that Uko was a bitch and
What?
trying to feed somebody candy, and I'm like, yeah, that totally sounds like her true personality, which it probably isn't, because she's saintly. Um, that's all I heard about that thing. Oh, the band was on the second day too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That looked pretty fresh.
Yeah, there was I think Momoko was playing in the band.
Yeah,
Saine, Keiichi on guitar on drums.
Hako
As
on bass. I remember that because no one cares about her. So I was like,
what you did, Joe.
I'm gonna remember this for everybody that doesn't care.
For all the non-popular members, Joe will remember you.
Yeah.
Joe knows.
Joe knows baseball and football. There's a joke no one will get except maybe like Craig and Nathan.
Well, that's like the niche. That's just the niche audience, right?
Yeah. What else is there?
The second day.
Okay,
Well,
you want to talk about the third day? Oh man. So I meet up with some friends.
Oh yeah, right.
First I met up with Lulu in the morning because she was up early and I woke up and stepped off the bus, which that bus trip was okay. The return back not so good, but I'll get to that later. That was actually just yesterday. um, so we meet up and like I'm like really hungry, right? I'm like let's find like a coffee place that has like a morning set of like a sandwich or bread or whatever. So
You're
we're
so
so
popped to break out of your stupor.
yeah, so we're walking, right? And I see a coffee shop and it has like a morning set, but I couldn't really see what they had. I can say morning set, like a combo that you can get in the morning, because like a lot of places in Japan are like usually closed until 11. But anyway, they had these meals. I was like looking at one. I go to Lulu and I'm like, hey, like, what do you think about this? Like, should we go here? Like, I don't know. And she didn't reply. And I was like, man, that's kind of disrespectful. Like, why would you do that to me?
Just ignored you straight
Yeah,
up.
I'm like, what's going on? And then like she like taps me on the shoulder and she's like, Joe, I-team just walked right in front of us. And I'm like, who? It's like I-team. And then like I had to think for a while. I had to like let it process. And I'm like, oh. Like, where is she? And she's like, oh, she's to the left. And then like if you look to the left, you could, or I looked to the left, I could barely see like her hair because that was like really distinctive. And she had like a red plaid, yeah,
Was
yeah.
that
What plaid the word? I don't even remember. She had something red. And I was like, oh, okay. So how about that morning set?
It's like, but the morning service. Who cares about it? The morning service.
Oh man. But like when she said she walked right in front of us, I mean like if I moved a little bit faster, I would have run into her. Like she was that close.
You should have, Joe.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have stopped to see it to look at that morning set. So
But missed opportunities, man. You could have just be like, oh, hi. My name's Joe. Your name's IT.
no, I'm not like that.
No.
No, I'm not like that. Like if I see them off the clock, I'll just be like, hey, all right.
Like wave, like you know, or be like wave,
If
like
if
oh.
if like if I had to say something, if I didn't have to say something, I would have just walked away. So like if I bumped into her, I would have said, oh hey, or if she recognized me, I'd be like, oh hey. But like as it is, like no, I'm not that kind of person. Even for like last year when we went to see like what is it, Tomochin in San Francisco, like there was like many times where like she was like right next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, I'd just like walk past her because I didn't want to bother her. But then like when she performs on stage, and then I get hype and all that.
Get turned.
Yeah. So that's the I-team story. Late like, and then me and Lulu walked around for like 2 hours because we had nothing to do, and then everybody else started waking up and we started joining up. And that's when we had the salt takoyaki, which is super. I ended up going back there the next day to get some more.
So three trips for that salt takoyaki.
Yes.
It must be pretty damn good.
So
Too bad I can't have any.
you can make your own. Everybody on your club. Everybody in your club has one. Those
A
takoyaki.
takoyaki, right?
Yeah.
That's true. Henry has two.
There you go. See,
Too
maybe
tired to wait for the first batch.
maybe you shouldn't dick around and do those suicidal ones with like gummy worms and stuff, and then you can enjoy some good takoyaki.
I'll be honest, I don't understand those. Like, I was like, why are you wasting this perfectly good batter where you could be making like delicious ones, and you put in weird ingredients like gummy bears or Skittles or like I just don't.
Well, I mean, like the original idea was it's supposed to be like Russian roulette or suicidal, where like only one of them's supposed to be bad, and then we just made all of them bad, and everyone would just complain.
What defeats the whole purpose of like the whole concept of Russian roulette?
You know, everybody died.
Oh, let's all suffer together, like a bunch of Mexicans.
It's like 12 people sitting around with like a 6-shooter, and every single bullet like fired, and then they didn't even finish, and they're like, "Oh, let me reload the gun with all bullets again."
Or it's like instead of let's just there being one bullet, there's like 5. And then if you're lucky, you're still alive.
Okay,
Your
so
friends are dead, so I'm not so lucky.
we had that. Then we decided to go to. Well, we did some other stuff, but then the other big event is that we went to Shima Ren's cafe, Sack Cafe.
That's an unfortunate name, I'll be honest.
Hey man, it's Indian for spinach.
Sure, but I mean in English it can be referring to a lot of things.
I wish
But
I could have some sack paneer curry from Indian food places.
of course. Of course.
Okay, so we went there. One, we have a big group. There's like 7 of us, so that's already the place is pretty small. I think it seats like 15, 20 people.
Was there any lap sitting involved in this?
No, there was no lap sitting. Did I tell you the time I went to Six Flags and I had to sit on somebody's lap on the tram? I don't even remember how old it was. Maybe I was 13. Anyway.
Okay, I was gonna ask like, it's kind of you're a big dude, Joe. I don't know.
Anyway, so we get to Sack Cafe. There's 7 people. There's already a long line, and that's probably because a lot of people want to check it out because of the concert, right?
Right.
So.
Got some cute girls, probably.
So we're there, and then they come to me and they take my order. They're like, "Oh, what do you want to order?" I'm like, "Oh, can I get the curry?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't have curry. Like, there's only so much." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, fine. I'll just get the seafood pasta." And then, you know, they take everybody else's order, and then we look to the left, and then some guy's like, "Can I get the curry?" And the server's like, "Oh no, sorry, we're out of curry, right?" And then from the back, somebody's like, "No, it's okay. They can order curry." And I'm like, "What? That is not fair. I wanted curry."
I told you, Joe. I could smell that you're from an island. Sense it.
I wanted the curry. They didn't give me my curry. And then, like, it took forever for us to get our food. It was really bad. It was
Like,
really...
I think you guys said that you like waited an hour, right?
Yes.
Or at least that's what you said.
Yes,
Yeah.
they waited an hour for like some pasta. You know, one of the funny things is that while we were waiting, which was a long time, like near the end, like right before, like I saw people get their food served to them. Like we saw some guy with like all these grocery bags, and we're like, I bet he went to like the store to buy like either the food or like ingredients for it. And sure enough, like a short time after he came back, everybody's food came out. And then,
That sucks.
and then as soon as like my friend finished his meal, they were like, "Oh, you guys gotta leave," because like there's a line, right? And we don't want people to like loiter. And I'm like,
right.
Okay, so we all get up to leave. And as we get up to leave, I'm like, man, like it's been like such a mess today at this cafe. Like everybody's like running around and bustling and stuff. Like
it's like crazy rush hour time.
I'm like, yeah. I was like, I think I was like saying this to Will. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty bad today. And as soon as I said that, somebody like trips, like one of the waitresses trips and like drops like a glass and like it just shatters on the floor. Like, they had a tray of stuff, and I'm like.
Was it like the timing was like almost
yes.
as if it were
yeah.
planned? Did it like fly straight up in there like the glass? You know,
no, it just like slipped off the tray and blam. Oh, I didn't tell the story about the baby fork, but no, that
the baby fork.
yeah. Shima Ren's like, oh, here's your seafood pasta. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, here's your fork. I'm sorry, we don't have regular sized forks right now. Is that okay? And I'm like, okay.
So it's like you're eating this plate of pasta with like a dessert fork essentially, like.
Yeah. And then and they didn't give me a spoon. I guess they ran out of spoons, so I had the little dessert fork, and I had the spoon from White Coffee.
So like your tiny spoon and a tiny fork.
Yeah.
You're
Anyway, we got out. We paid. One thing that was funny, there were like I got seafood pasta. Some people got like cheesecake, and then Lulu's like her Japanese is not very good. I don't even know if she has any. But then like we all split the check. So in Japan you can say betsu betsu, which means like you tell them what you ordered and then you pay for whatever you ordered.
Mm.
Right? So people are coming up with like, oh, I got the cheesecake and the coffee, blah blah blah. And then finally Lulu comes up and like she like tries her best to speak Japanese and she's like, oh, I ordered the seafood cake. And as soon as she said that, like she like collapses and like, oh man, that's pretty bad. And then like,
Like,
Shima Ren is just like
died of
staring.
embarrassment or like.
Yeah, yeah. And then Shima Ren is just like staring at us, like at our group of 7. I'm like, oh, okay.
Please excuse our friend. Her Japanese is non-existent.
She tried so hard. And she's like, no, I got the seafood pasta. She paid for seafood pasta, and then it's my turn to pay. And then she's like, oh, you ordered the seafood pasta and the coffee. I'm like, oh man, you remembered my order. And then but then it turns out I was like the last one to pay, so it was just whatever was remaining.
No, Joe. Just pretend that she remembered you. Somebody noticed you, man.
Not even remembered me, remembered my order.
But she attached the order to you.
Anyway, one of the people we saw there, we eventually ended up seeing, like one of the people that was eating there, we eventually saw at the concert, which is weird. We didn't say hi because we didn't really know him.
I mean, I heard that a lot of like idol fans go to the Sac Cafe because it's like run by a idol.
Yeah, you
right?
can kind of tell.
It's like a certain type.
I mean, you can kind of tell because like they'll bring in their suitcases to trade photos with.
Oh my god, that's so ridiculous. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I'm just trying to imagine this. So like, was it like a big silver briefcase, or is it like does it have like stickers
I don't
of
know.
there are girls on it?
It might have stickers. I just don't know.
I'm asking because you were there, man.
Well, cause like it's, well, if you go to an event, there's like a photo trading corner usually at any event.
Oh right.
So they all bring like briefcases full of their photos. So like I just assume that it's like a travel briefcase. I don't know if it's a roller, if it's on 4 wheels or 2. I just don't know.
Some of the guys in our club actually, like they have big suitcases full of photos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. So that was Sat Cafe. Oh, I didn't mention some of the other people. Like, remember those ties that they came out with the people?
Yeah, the Oshi ties
and
with like it's like halfway up. It's the top half is just like a regular tie. It's like a plaid.
Yeah.
With the team colors on it, and then the bottom half has like, your favorite girl's face on it.
Yeah, and I remember when they came out, we're just like, that is ridiculous and stupid. And
right.
then like Akarine's like, oh, if you wear that to your job interview and you fail, like you're an idiot. She said that on Twitter. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember that.
Okay, well now you do.
Yeah.
Strengthen those synapses. Increase your memory skills.
Use those neural pathways related to idols.
Yeah. The more you remember it, the stronger the neural pathway gets.
Yes, I do know. I do know, Joe. I studied this in school.
Yeah, I've been studying it recently. But so like when we were waiting outside the theater, like waiting for everyone to gather, a couple came up and they both had the ties, and I was like, I don't know, is this cute? I'm not sure. And they're like
it was like a couple's outfit, like so they were both wearing like the same oshi tie, or
no, they had different oshi. So I remember one of them was Yuppie. I forgot what the other one was. The girl was
No way.
The girl was Yuppie. I don't know what the guy was wearing, but I remember the guy had a Kotori bag from Love Live, and the girl had like a Nico bag, and they were holding hands, and they had ties on. And I think the guy had a pink or red tie on, so it was somebody from Team M. Anyway, I thought that was like, I was confused over whether that was like really cute because they were a couple, or like really weird because they actually bought the ties, and they wore them together.
In public.
I know. Outside the theater, not even like outside the concert venue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like a
So
lot
like
of
you have a ways to travel from there to the concert venue.
yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not too crazy about couple outfits. Like I think there's certain occasions where it's okay, like Halloween, you know, go with your couple Halloween like costume, and it's like, ah, haha, you guys go together.
Oh, you see it a lot. You see it a lot in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Not only couples, but sometimes like girls
Oh, okay.
who are probably not couples, but they'll like
Probably.
I don't know. I didn't ask like I wouldn't go up to like two like 14-year-olds and are like, hey, are you guys dating? Because you guys got matching uniforms.
Or maybe they just go to the same school, Joe. You don't know.
I'm not like literally uniforms.
No, no,
Whatever.
no.
Okay, so let's see what happened. Then we all meet up at the venue, and like for me, like the thought of all like quitting NMB is like always in the front of my mind. So like when we met up with everybody, like everyone's like, man, you seem like so out of it, you know. Then the concert started, and I was like super hyped. But yeah, like the concert was really good. I don't know if you probably already read my blog, but
I did read your blog.
to the other people that didn't read my blog, like who's probably nobody actually when I think about it. But like yeah, the setup was really good. So like you know, usually you always got somebody in front of you, and like people rotated in. It wasn't one of those things where you know you're like oh like where it's fixed and everybody's too far and you're just like oh crap. So it wasn't like third anniversary. It seemed like no matter where you went or whatever seat you got, like eventually some girls would like run there,
So it's like
depending on the
it was like
performance.
arena staging, right? Versus like a proscenium regular theater staging.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was really cool. The first set of songs, the unifying theme was that they all said "go." So there's like "Go Go Ibiza Girl." There's I think "Refugin Boru." Um, I don't know, but it was stupid and corny, but still, I was like, yeah, go 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 go.
It's like I get it. I get the theme. That's good.
And then they did some sort of like they went through each generation, which I thought was really cool, and they performed songs like the songs that they I don't want to say they were known for, but songs that they did as part of that generation. So for
Oh,
example,
okay.
first gen performed Beginner, and I know Beginner was the medley song that they used during first gen stage.
Right.
And then second gen did Sakura no Hana Bira Tachi,
Touchy. Yeah.
which had they put Joe in there, and I was like, oh Joe, they made her second gen.
Second gen.
Third gen did Bingo, fourth gen did Virgin Love because they did it's not done or is it Danica no Tanani stage?
I don't know.
You should know. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
But they did Virgin Love. They had Aika Center. I'm like, yes. It was kind of awkward though because like the stage was like a T, right?
Right. Okay.
And
Imagining in my mind,
sometimes like so we were on one end of the T,
like the bottom of it, or like the what are the top
like
corners?
the top part of the T, like the right side,
Okay.
or I guess the left side, whatever. Um, and sometimes like when they performed, they would face outward. So
Right.
like we'd be really close and be like, yeah, whatever, you know. But sometimes they would face outward, and I guess it was for the camera.
Right. Right. Right.
But sometimes it was just really awkward, like watching it. Like I watched Zipper from the back, like,
Mhm.
ugh, no.
It's like this is not the part that I want to see. This is the better parts are on the other side.
It's like they're supposed to strip and then turn around, but like instead I'm just watching them strip and then they turn around to not face me. Okay, whatever. So yeah, there's some of that. So when I saw Aika perform whatever Virgin Love, it's like, oh, I can recognize her from the back, which is very awkward when I say that. And then they had all the draft members perform. They let Azusa perform with the draft members as well. And it wasn't just draft the first gen and the second gen, but like they had all the draft members and
Okay.
Azusa perform. So that's kind of like my feels because I really care about the generation.
The generations.
There's some unique stuff. There was one thing I didn't notice until they mentioned it in the MC was first they did zipper, and the zipper they did all three Rinas and they did all three Ayakas.
Oh yeah, so
They
then
both.
the arenas would be
So I was on the side with the Rinas, which was Kono Rina, Yama Rina, and
and
Kushiro Rina.
yes,
That was the side I had.
right.
And then I think it's Umeda Ayaka, Pon,
Hmm.
and Ayatin. Who I refused to look at because I didn't see her in the morning, so I felt bad. And I'm like, don't look at me.
You refuse to look at her because you didn't see her in the morning.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. We made eye contact. I'm like, did you see me in the morning?
Recognize you. Recognize you. I'll look at you.
So that was okay. But the performance after, which was like Heart no Dokusenken, Hato no Dokusenken, it had like both Akaris, which is Anshu and Akarin. It had both
Right.
Kinoshitas, both man, I don't
Kinoshita
both
Momo.
both
Kinoshita Haru.
both Reinas,
Something,
Fuji
yeah.
Reina and Rachel.
Rachel.
And then there was one other, but the reason,
Special.
yeah, the reason I don't know if it's special, but the reason I don't remember it is because Momoko was so hilarious.
What was she doing?
There's this one like, cause you know the song, right? Please,
Uh...
please, it's the one with Milky and Yukirin, and they're like fighting over some guy's attention.
Oh yeah, that one.
Right? There's one part in the song where like, cause you know they're like trying to fight over here how like superior they are, right? So there's this one part
Right.
where Kinoshita Momoko like, or like I guess like Haruno like gets down on like all fours and Kinoshita Momoko just started riding her, and then like then it was like Kinoshita Haruno's turn, right? So like she just gets up and then like all of a sudden like Momoko's like on the ground and like profusely apologizing for riding her. Oh, it's so great. So there was that. And one of the sickest parts was the medley that like they did a medley of all the Akashido songs, or not all of them. They chose like certain ones, but it was like a true medley. It wasn't like they took turns, or it wasn't like one song would stop, the other song would start. They would like keep
just, like,
rotate.
flow into
Yeah,
you.
they had like little musical transitions between one. At first, like they said, like oh we're gonna take you back to like red and white, and we're like okay cool right, and then all of a sudden this techno music starts playing, and we're just like
Wait, what?
I
We're
don't
going back.
I don't remember any techno music.
Right. Tell me Doshiburi no Seishu no Nakade is in there. It's
And like oh man, when they first did
favorite ones.
they did Prom no Koibito, but they did it like
Okay.
it was kind of like a remix version with that techno. I was like, oh my god, dude, this dance mix is so sick. And it just kept going. Like they would just rotate like all these different members in different teams to do like the different Akashido songs. It was really well thought up. It was like, and I'm like, yo, this is why you have so many members, so you can do something like this.
Right. Just a never-ending carousel of
Yeah,
changing it up.
yeah. And supposedly it was Konomi's idea, so she's the one that like thought of the choreography and like she chose the songs and like who would go and appear, and then like they made her come up, and she's like, oh, I didn't know if it would work, and like I'm sorry if I made everybody work really hard. And she actually cried.
Oh no!
She actually cried, and then like 5 seconds later, she became Konomi and started like laughing and smiling. I'm like, I don't know how she did
And
this.
speaking in her like very strangely slow.
Well, she was speaking really strangely when she was crying too, so I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Just overcome by those feels. Man.
Yeah, I already talked about the Nagisa performance, which is just like.
Was that? Would you describe that as like the best moment in the entire concert?
Because like she came up and she started messing up, and we thought it was a joke.
Right, because it's Nagisa.
Because like you heard in the crowd like yeah Maji, and then then she started crying. We're like oh she was really trying.
Awkward.
Yeah,
What did it feel like there was like an awkward moment there, like because everyone was like, ha ha
no,
ha.
it wasn't one of those things where like it dwelled for a while. It's just like one of those things where it just flipped and you're just like, oh shit. Oh crap.
Oh, wait, we gotta start cheering, guys.
Yeah, yeah. And everyone's like, "Ganbare!"
Uh,
And
yeah, I
then
know a lot of people are like, shit, that's like what being an idol is about, right? Like,
it's not even it. It was that plus it was like Nagisa being Nagisa.
right.
Like if it was somebody else, like I don't know if you could like if it would be the same because like
Hmm.
even like when the crowd was singing along with her, like she'd still like mess up a little. She'd like repeat certain lines because she forgot what the next
The
line
words.
was. Yeah. So it's also Nagisa being Nagisa. Probably like yeah, it was definitely one of the more moving moments of the concert. I met up with a different friend the next day who actually quit NMB, and he's like, I was telling him about like what happened for Nagisa because he's like, oh, I heard
Right.
Nagisa played the piano, and I was like, oh yeah, this happened, and like I literally got goosebumps like talking about the Nagisa thing to him. So I was like,
Did you say like she kind of played the piano, kind of?
no, she did, but like
Oh.
it was one of those things where like she would like mess up.
Hmm. I actually didn't know that she played piano, and like I talked to some people about it. After like people were posting about it. And
Yeah, I didn't
I don't know
know.
if it's like a new thing, like that she just did for the concert, or if
I
she
don't.
just secretly could always have played it,
I
and
don't. I
then.
don't know where it came from. I think that's why everyone thought it was a joke at first.
Mm. I mean, like when Milky came out at like 30 with a guitar ready to play Jungle Jam, which is like,
Yeah,
when I can't play the guitar, she
yeah,
just puts it aside. Right.
yeah. We were like, because when they ended the MC, they're like, oh, like this head person, head what is that? Smiley, mess person that messes up, whatever, something like that. It's like, oh, this head person's gonna come out and play piano. We're just like, what? There's like no way. Like, I wonder who it is. Like,
I don't.
is it Shu because she played piano before on Genkai Toppo?
Right.
We didn't know. And then
And
not
then
they showed not.
surprise!
Then
It's
it's like
nuts.
it's like Nagisa desu, Shibuya Nagisa desu. I'm like, what? What? Her? Really? And then she plays the piano, and then she's like she gets like a few the start right. Then like she messes up, and we're just like okay, like are you for was this supposed to be this? I mean it's Nagisa right? It's like she's supposed to mess up.
That's her thing. She just messes up on things.
Yeah.
She can't even say her lines right.
So yeah, definitely one of
Makes,
the better parts, if not the best part of that last concert, last day
I
of
was
the
gonna say it
concert.
makes me very proud to have a Nikisa birthday shirt. I will now wear it with much more pride. Maybe even in public.
Dude, it's the U.S.
I know, right?
Like I didn't even
No
wear
one even knows.
even like I have the Saika sweater and like I didn't wear it to Osaka because I knew other people would wear it and like I didn't want to stick out
True.
because it's Osaka here like in Tsushima I can wear it no problem. People are like, oh that's an interesting tiger print. I'm like, yeah, yes it is.
You're
I,
just different, fashionable that way.
I'm gonna wear like my Team
Yes.
N beanie once with like my little Ica pin that Lulu won and gave to me and see what happens. Like, what's Team
Actually,
N? I don't know.
I actually wore like I was wearing my Yamamoto Sayaka birthday shirt today, and then my wife was calling her grandparents, or they called her on Skype, and I was wearing Gamma and everything, and like no one cares except in Japan, the one place where people would actually know what it is. One
Yeah,
place.
and if they do know what it is, it's really embarrassing.
Yeah. Unless you're wearing it with like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you're holding hands with your Oshi
Oh yeah,
tags.
I may have seen that too, or maybe it's just no, it was just like 3 or 4 guys that all had like the red and either the red one or the white one, and the sweater, and they were like
And the sweater. I
walking
know there's like
around.
scarves now, right? There's like Oshi scarves.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, the other big thing that came out of the concert was Kaneko's graduation. Man, uh,
Yeah.
that was rough. People
I was
bought,
like,
huh?
I was talking to some people. I was like hoping, like, okay, like second day's passed, like we're safe for graduation, right? And then so, and then and I smiled on. probably they don't want to end the year on a sad note, but it might happen. And then freaking Kanakichi and now it's a graduation. That was so sad.
Yeah.
Like, especially since like that good, AKB Choma Choma episode where she's like hosting and having all these great Tsukumi comments, and then now she's graduating.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, is it possible that NMB will go through a concert just having good stuff? Because normally, like, if you watch an NMB concert, like, they actually end, or they don't, there's not a lot of graduations where you're just like, what the hell is this? Or not graduations, there's not a lot of announcements where like, people get out and they're, like, really mad.
Right.
Like, throughout most of their concerts, there isn't, like, like, when there's an announcement, it usually makes people happy.
Right.
For NMB, for AKB, like, that's not the case. There's always something that pisses people off.
So you have to go into the AKB concert, preparing yourself like, okay, what is it gonna be this time?
Yeah, preparing yourself for the worst, like, why would you do that? But like NMB is like usually when they have an announcement, it's usually really good, or it's usually good that people are happy, unless it's a graduation announcement. Yeah.
That's why you're an NMB fan, guys. That's why NMB's better than AKB.
Yeah. And so there was a graduation announcement. I didn't really like the timing because it's in the middle of her song. Like in retrospect.
Right?
Yeah, in retrospect, you could be like, oh, it was nice that she was final, like, because she's not going to be able to perform that song again unless she does it in the theater, which she might. But, like, it was nice for her to be able to do that song, like, one final time and graduate with, and announce her graduation with it. So that was okay. Like, in viewing it in that way, okay, like, I can get behind it. But, like, in the context of the concert, like, everybody's happy. And then, like, yo, we got Nandaean and Idol as an encore. They're like, yo, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then, like, to announce it in the middle of the song was just like, oh, God. Like, I was expecting some sort of scolding where she's like, just kidding. But it was for real.
I was thinking, though, like, maybe she did it so, like, to make sure that her announcement is included in the DVD extras for the next single, or because I know because they have 4th anniversary as the DVD extra for what's called for Don't Look Back.
Yeah.
And then Nana like announces her graduation at the end, and there's like no, they like cut that part out, right? But if you announce it in the middle of the song, then they have to keep your part in. It's all a brilliant plan, Joe. I'm telling you.
She learned her lesson from her senpai. Oh, it's not her senpai; they're equal generations. Yeah, that was brutal. And then me and Andy were like, "Oh, dude, I bet Nathan's like devastated. We should go cheer him up."
I immediately thought of Nathan when I heard the graduation announcement.
Yeah, I think we all did. We're just like, oh man.
Yeah. And then I went through like my idol gifs folder, and I had like one save that's called Nathan's Kryptonite, and it's like just like from Machisugaku Gakuen 4, where Paru like punches Kanakichi in the face.
Jesus.
I'm like, now I feel bad. I'm never gonna be able to use this.
Jesus. I only have the one where she tries to make onigiri and she gets 0 points for it.
Oh yeah. 0 points. Yes. I also have that one saved.
Yeah, that was a surprise announcement. Oh well. Okay. The other big thing that speaking of announcements is that Timmy said he would eat his socks if neither Sayaka nor Milky announced their graduation, and they did not. So I think I'm gonna change his signature on stage 48 to be that quote. I want some video of this sock eating. That's messed up, man. You don't say that about anybody. Like, I hope she graduates. Come on, man. That's just rude.
That is just rude. Why would you want someone to be unhappy?
Yeah.
Why would you wish that? It's like.
So this sock eating better happen.
Maybe we can make a wine out of it?
He's not gonna eat it. He's not really gonna eat it. That's disgusting. But I mean, like, I don't know. That's what she deserved.
She deserved to at least attempt to eat them.
You just don't do. You don't tell people Man, I hope Achan graduates sometime soon, or else I'll like eat my sock. Like, come on, man. Nah, that's not cool. Anyway, so after 5th anniversary, I was like super pumped. I had a good time. Probably, yeah, of the NMB events I went to, it was probably the best. Not even probably, it's definitely the best. Um, coming in, I was all like low tension and like, I don't
I'm
know,
gonna quit
man.
this.
Yeah. And then afterwards, like when they were showing the documentary trailer, I was like super pumped. I was like on the edge of my seat, and like Andy's like, "Yo, like this is a documentary. You already know it's gonna come out." And I'm like,
Calm down, Joe.
"Yes, come on! I like this group so much." Like Lulu's.
I'll be honest, like I heard there was like I don't know what you were doing in the background there, but it sounded really weird.
Look, no, I was pounding my knees. Just,
Okay,
just, just my knees, not the
it sounded
table.
a little like just a little bit different.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this group so much. Let me jack off while they're announcing the documentary. That is disgusting.
The most disgusting level of fandom.
Well, the other thing, because we mentioned this in the last podcast, like it's hard for the crowd to get hype for Must Be Now. So like I was there, was like no mixes of all or at all. The one part where the crowd got into it was when they were saying like oh. That was like the only part. Me, I was trying like super hard, so like every time they said hey, I said hey also, and then like I think people were getting mad at me.
Well, it's my fault for not getting like pumped enough, man. You're just
Yeah.
trying to.
It's like
You're
hey,
just trying to.
call it, hey, but there's a lot of hays in that song.
Well, then that's the perfect time to chime in. Because it's easy to remember.
And then I was like also chanting like the must be now and need to go and just do it and all that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I was like with Andy and we're like, oh, they probably don't mix that because they don't know how to read it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Shoot.
Oh, okay, so that's the end of the 5th anniversary report.
Discussions.
All right, any questions?
Questions. So, okay, we talked about like what you thought were your like highlights. Any like really like low parts that you just really hated in the concert?
The only part like I thought was bad was that sometimes again I mentioned this, but that sometimes they like it's the T and sometimes they wouldn't face the outside, they would face the inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's probably it. The MCs were good. They weren't like incredible. One of them was like a quiz. Like I think there were 3 questions. The first one was, whose was the first Seitan in NMB history?
Which one is it, Joe? I don't know.
Is Momoka, Kinoshita Momoka.
Okay.
The second one, I forgot the second one. The third one was like write Uedamire's name in kanji.
Right.
Oh no, the third that was the second one. The third one was which team had the most theater performances.
Oh.
5, 4, 3,
Team
2, 1.
B2.
No, it was Team N. Like me and Andy thought it was Team M, but it was Team N. Okay, so yeah. So like overall, like I was very pleased with the set list. Good views, good people. We managed to win all seats, and we're all next to each other. So yeah, we got lots
You
of
guys had
Aika.
like really far seats, right?
They weren't that far, just because we got like again, it's a T setup, so like.
Also, you're still close to the station, remember?
Like I could still distinguish which girls were which I couldn't do for 3rd anniversary. 3rd anniversary, everyone was just black-haired Asian girl.
Bunch of girls. Okay. Right.
Okay,
Well, I
like
think it's good.
I can throw in those other topics that you want to talk about.
Well, like right before we started recording, I saw a post on Twitter. There's a new AKB48 group unit called Mushikago, which apparently means insect cage. And there's like 3 NMB girls in there. I'm so happy.
There's 3? I only saw 2.
There's 3. There's so there's Yabushita Shu. And no wait. Oh shit. Maybe you're right. Maybe there are only 2.
I only saw 2. It was Yabushita
So it's
Shu
Azus,
and
yeah, Shu
Azusa.
and Azusa. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're right. 3. Okay, yeah, my bad. So there's 2. So that's pretty cool. I feel like I don't know if it's playing on the like bug theme that they've had in some of their sub units because it's like Dendomichu everything. But okay, I guess the insects can be pretty cute too.
Okay.
Yeah. Other I mean I don't know if you wanna mention the other non-NMB girls on there.
Oh,
But I was like pretty pleased to see that as Asu says on there because she's like a relatively new person, right, on the scene, and she's like in that group unit. I think the theme is supposed to be like they're like promising up and coming talents.
well, who else is in this unit?
There's Fukuoka Sena from.
Oh, her name actually is Fukuoka. There's Imamura Sakaguchi from Team 8.
Komiyama Haruka from
Oh,
Team
it's not
Core.
not Kohatake. What is this?
Komiharu.
Shomoto? No, Kokuma?
I'm just gonna read the English one because I'm getting it.
Kondo Moza?
I don't. I have no
Iriyama?
idea. Okay, I'll just read off the rest that after you mentioned. So there's Obata Yuna from SKE, who's Kenkisei.
Oh,
Ogumatsukumi from NGT. There's like 2 NGT girls there. Goto Moe from TB. Aramaki Masaki from HKT. We already mentioned Komiyama and Azusa. There's Goto Rara. I think that's the girl. I just know her as the girl from SK who can actually speak English.
I don't know any of these people.
And then there's Takakura Moeka, who is also from NGT. I know 0 about NGT. So
Right, well, we got Shu, we got Zeus, so that's
yeah,
all. That's the
there's 2
important part.
RMB representation.
The second important part is for the main single. The only person from NMB is Yamamoto Sayaka.
No milk, guys. What does this mean?
Yeah. Remember last year they were like, oh, she didn't make the election, so that's why she didn't make the next single. But now she did make the election, and she's still
Since she's not in the single, what the heck, man?
And I don't know. I think that's it. Other than Iriyama, how many people are in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 16.
In the AKPE single?
Yeah. 16 people. And it looks like everybody. No, okay, who whatever, who cares? Okay, yeah, so
Joe, God damn it.
okay, so Milky's not in it. Have fun with that, guys. Well, what other news do we have? Do we have anything else important?
Not that comes to mind, but
What happened to your schedule?
my schedule.
Check your schedule, your time schedule of like 15 minutes of talking about whatever.
Well, we could open up some speculation station.
Why don't we just make stuff up?
Make stuff up. Let's see.
No, I'm just kidding.
Think of things that I watched.
I just thought that you had something that you wanted to mention, but I don't remember. Which, if you don't, is cool. I'm just saying. I thought you did mention something.
I mean, those are the things I did mention before we started. Oh yeah. Like just today, I think a bunch of the like. Oh no, we just talked about that in the beginning, right?
Wait,
all
what?
the YouTube videos getting.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
No, we didn't. Oh, okay. Well then, here we go. So then, like, apparently today, a bunch of like the 48 group, like YouTube videos stopped working, and everyone's flipping their shit.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be accessed. Some of them you can access like through VPN, and some of them you can't. But like even like on the main AKB channel, like their like music videos aren't accessible. And then like for me, it was like a big deal because for our NSK New School Kaidan, they're like putting together their uh, fan version of Halloween night. And then one of the videos on the AKB48 channel is the dance tutorial, of course, and that's not working. So like all the people who are supposed to come over to my place today to practice and learn the dance, they're like, oh shit, what are we supposed to do? We don't know the moves. Yeah, so that's like everyone's like wondering like, is it because of YouTube Red? And then I heard someone say it was because of the Trans-Pacific Partnership or some crap like that. But that's what it's not so bad because NMB's videos are all still up and working.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the important.
NMB is so good.
That's the important part. See, NMB cares. They even sell their albums on US iTunes.
Yeah, actually, like when people came over and someone asked me like, oh my god, like what's going on? Like how are we gonna watch all our videos? It's like, is NMB affected? And I'm like, no, we're good. I don't care about you other guys. Those other groups, I just care about NMB.
Actually, I do care. Well, I'm in Japan, so it's not like I
Well,
can check what doesn't work in the US.
yeah, apparently it's just a problem in the US. Like some of like the non-American fans that we know, they were like, what are you talking about? It's still working for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I still like I really do like the old AKB songs, like River
Yeah.
and Iwake maybe, and stuff like that. So it's kind of sad that
That they're not accessible now.
that when
But supposedly it might be like temporary.
yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be sad that when I go home I can't watch it.
When you come back to the States.
Yeah, in December. Yeah, I look forward to
You
that.
better download it onto your computer, like while you still can in Japan. Where you can bring them home with you. You don't have to worry about accessing them through YouTube.
My poor desktop, going through so much. Okay, that's all we have, right?
I believe so.
Okay,
I mean, are you watching anything, Joe? When was the last time you watched something at NB? Be honest.
I don't know because they stopped stages for a while, so I didn't watch anything.
What?
What's the last thing I have downloaded? Let me check. There's so many things in my download folder, it takes like a minute to organize itself.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that I actually watch stuff legit now.
The what?
Like I'm kind of scared of torrenting, so I watch all my stuff legally. So I have to watch like on YNN.
Oh, like so you don't want to, because you don't want to get like in trouble.
Okay, the last thing I watched was Star Wars: The Force Awakens trailer.
God damn it, Joe! That's not what I asked.
It's so good. No, I can't wait for Star Wars. I'm going back to the US. I'm going to watch it. It'll be fantastic.
It's like, who's your first impression? Oh shit! For the new trailer.
Dude, I like the black guy. I like the fact that they chose a black guy as the main character. I think he's the main character. I think that's really cool. I don't know why.
I think it's like a twin main character type thing.
Maybe. My favorite part is like of that trailer, or one of my favorite parts is when like the evil dude like goes up to the black guy with his lightsaber. They both have lightsabers, but it like the black guy's just like, oh god, I'm gonna get screwed up. Like you could see like the terror in his face. Like I don't know what I'm doing with this lightsaber, guys.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Like you can just see it in his face, and I'm just like, oh man, this is
Just utter terror.
Yeah, this is gonna be so good. I like this. All right, so check it out, guys. Star Wars: The Force Awakens coming out on Christmas.
Okay, well, I watched parts of the most recent NMB Monobukun episode, which was like an old Idol episode, so I kind of mostly skipped through it. And then like they had like one section at the like towards the end after they like teach the lesson and everything, where like the teacher like had to like it was like a competition to like identify like intros to songs, and like or from my understanding anyway, to like the group that was singing them, and then like So it was all the girls versus the comedians and the teacher, and then the teacher had to like walk across this like long like aisle or not aisle like a path of like those acupressure things for your feet. And so it's like slows him down, and the girls have to like rush to the middle to try to answer the question first. And then like at one point, just like the comedians and the teacher like messing around, and they just like full on like falling, and then like the host had to like keep coming and like slapping them so they start doing their jobs. But yeah, that was that part was pretty funny. And then like they had like a good end segment where Kishinorika is like trying to lose weight so she can perform Zipper at 5th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
I think that was like the first day, right?
Yeah. She lost a lot of weight. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's what some people said. Cause like, and it was like, you know, it was like some girls they can be like really slim, but it's like suited to their body type or whatever. Like.
It's not that. It's just that like she lost a lot of weight in such a short period of time. It's like wow.
So she just looked different.
It's kind of weird and freaky that you can do that. Like how did you do it? That's kind of
dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like you're supposed to lose like 1 pound a week, maybe 2. That's like the healthy rate. Otherwise, like it's not good. But anyway, so the special was like her, you know, going to the gym, and then like Sayaka's there with her.
That's the one where they did boxing, right?
Yeah.
That made me kind of sad because like whenever I think of boxing, I think of Machin. Because that's a really, really old. That's like Docking 48 era. Anyway.
I mean, I thought it was fun with Sayaka because that was her Soseki election poster theme for last year.
You suck.
Yeah. It's just in a drawer though. It's not on the wall.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah. So that was pretty interesting. Like doing different workouts and stuff. Get to see like different sides of the girls. They're just not just cute idols. They're being like tough.
Yeah.
Maybe you could yell a little bit.
and sweaty.
And sweaty.
And hot.
And hot, sweaty in their workout sweats.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see that. It's totally different than when they're in bikinis. Anyway, that's about the hour mark. Let us wrap it up. I just want to add one more thing that I thought was really cool about 5th anniversary, and that was that Uka is super cute. Oh my god, dude. She looks so good. I was gonna say she looks so much better. She doesn't look so much better, but it's just like she's getting older, so she's losing all her baby fat and is replacing her baby fat with woman power.
Must be.
Very, very, very womanly.
I'm watching her grow, man.
So yeah. Alright, Uka. You can I'm making all these hand signs, but we're not actually recording video, so it's stupid.
It's wasted. It's wasted at this point.
It's okay. It changes how I say things when I make hand signs.
You gotta like you're talking with your hands even though no one's watching.
Just like how people like what is it? They bow on the phone.
They point when they're talking on the phone to someone. Look, it's over there.
I'm in Japan. They bow on the phone.
Oh, okay.
On their
I
cell
guess
phones.
it's the phone that counts with that.
Okay. What about you? Final any last comments about how great NMB is?
NMB is pretty great. I really want to attend like a live concert because, especially since this one sounds so great, it's like that's my NMB group goal.
Yes.
Goals. That's my NMB group goal.
Yes, please go if you can attend the concert. Let me know. Let us know. We will make sure you have fun.
Yes.
Daryl or Lyrads, it was his first time to come out to an NMB event, and he loves us now. So I expect him to spam. I expect him to spam us more, even more on T-List or on Twitter. So again, going to these things with people with us is fun. Do it.
Yeah, I do have like I took time off or I have it scheduled in May, at the end of May. Or like, it's technically like May.
Man,
Or it's supposed to be. So, I mean, I don't know if we'll actually go to Japan. That's what we want to do. I don't know if anything's gonna go on at that time. Probably not, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know.
okay, okay.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Yep.
So yeah, must be now. Hey, and all that. So as far as our schedule goes, like I just wanna like I've decided to just do a podcast whenever I think something interesting happens. So there's not gonna be like a regular schedule or anything like that. So that's all for today. I am
cheese as needed.
yes, mochi cheese. I want to be the salt flavor now. This thing is great.
So, people are gonna think that we're like mean then or something.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, mineral salt, whatever. We can beat Gogoichi. Huh. I bet Lulu will remember that. Okay, so this is Mochi Cheese Takoyaki Party, episode number 2, the 5th anniversary podcast. Yeah, okay. Take care. See you later. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, whichever one suits you the most.
Thank you for listening.